Like an hour, 2 hours later, Trey Ave hit me up like, yo, what you doing? I'm like, what you mean what I'm doing? You know, like I'm showing love to homie, you know, we did the record or whatever, da da da. He's like, you not BSB no more. I'm like, what? You not BSB no more. I'm like, what? I was never BSB in the first place, but like, I mean, where's this coming from? You know, put two and two together, I found out they don't even fuck with each other.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so I'm like, oh, I'm in between this, and I don't even know what's going on. You know, so that's what had happened with that. But yeah, I was writing for a few people, and when I had got into the whole Trey Ave situation, I started writing for other people, and then when I started to make my own money, that's when I started to do my own music and shit.
Can you name like some of the artists you were writing for at the time?
When I say like write, I don't mean like writing a whole song and giving it, because nowadays you don't necessarily have to write a song and give it to artists. You can go in the studio and create a song, and you can pitch it to different artists or different labels or whatever who pick up the song, you know. But that's what would be considered writing now. Or you could actually be in the studio and writing with an artist too. But Trey Ave, Casanova. I've been in the studio with Lil Mama a few times. But it's not just solely me writing with Lil Mama. There's other artists or other people in there.
This before or after she jumped on the stage with Jay-Z and them?
What year was that?
I don't know, but that was wild.
I think this was after, because this is the time she had that song Sausage out.
Yeah, that's definitely after. That's after.
Okay, that's after? Alright, so yeah, around that time.
Shout out to Mama though. She jumped on stage. She stole her moment.
Yeah. But I kind of feel like that kind of messed her up in a way too. You don't think so?
Probably, because they probably like, she wild. She wild.
Yeah, I mean.
But that was her chance. She took it. I would have done it, but I can't blame her. Like,
yeah, she went viral before viral was a thing, right?
Facts. Shout out to Lil Mama. So you got Lil Mama, Cass, who else? Troy Ave.
And a lot of upcoming artists, like a lot of artists that was on the come up. Yeah, a lot of artists like those.
And what made you go from like wanting to write for or helping others write their songs to like make your own music?
Because I was always making music. I just never really like had the money to do it. You know, and then when I really got around, you know, certain people, like it was just like you don't even need the money. You just need connections. You know what I'm saying? You just need to be in certain rooms, certain buildings, and certain know certain people, and then the money just gonna come.
That's a bar right there.
Yeah.
Bar right there, for real, for real. All right, so also growing up in your building, I know you like wound up getting connected with Troy Ave later and like high school and stuff. But growing up in your building, you lived in the same building as
Sean Price, of course. Yeah, that's my guy, man, my mentor.
So how was it? Because in New York City, you can live in a building with someone and not know this person. Y'all could just be like, yo, what up?
Alright, you know what's so funny?
So like y'all really knew each other?
Me and Sean Price was living in the same building probably like 15 years before I actually even knew he was living in my building.
See, that's that New York shit.
Alright, so this how I actually knew Sean Price was living in my building, right? No, matter of fact, I knew he was living in my building, but I didn't know who he was until I got a little bit older. Because I always used to see him in front of the building when B-Cat was around. You remember B-Cat?
Nah, I don't know that.
So B-Cat was a hip-hop channel. I think it was like channel 67 to 69 back in the days. And it was local. They used to come around and, shoot videos and, for their channel and shit. And I see him shooting videos with Illa G, Alchemist. What's the guy from Alchemist? His name is Alchemist. Yeah, I'm bugging.
It's just one person. I love to say.
Yeah, Alchemist and Illa G and Sean Price was shooting a music video. I remember it real good. And I had asked my dad. I'm like, yo, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? Like, he's always outside shooting videos and stuff. My dad's like, oh, you don't know the rapper Sean Price? I was like, nah, And then a couple years later, I had recorded the song. And I had my homeboy come by the building to shoot the video. And Sean Price was walking out the building. And he was like, yo, man, when you finish shooting that video, let me see it. I thought he was joking. So, shout out to Eli, too. That's his son. Me and Eli was close when we was younger, but I never knew that was his dad. Right. So, Eli, one day, me and Eli playing ball in the park, and Sean P had came in the park, and he was like, yo, didn't I tell you I want to see the video that you was showing? And I thought he was joking, but he was dead serious. So he was like, yo, man, come out of the crib and show me the video when you done. So I ended up going upstairs where he was living, and he had opened the door, and he was like, yo, come in, man. Like, I've been waiting to see the video. So I showed him the video, and then at the time I was going by Kev Dollars. At the time, and I don't know, something about that video made him give me a different name. He was like, nah, you going by Pope from now on. And I never knew what Pope meant. I don't know where he got the idea from. I don't know. It just from seeing that music video. The song was called Nightmare in Brooklyn. And from the time that video started to the ending, he just like, yo, your name is Pope. And then every time he seen me from there, it was just Pope, 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 Pope. So I was like, yo, I can't just go by the name Pope. Like, you know, my name's Kevin. I'm just added Kev The Pope. You know, and then every day since then, me and him been hanging out in his crib. And I would really say he was the one that motivated me to do the music thing for sure, because I remember before he passed, he took me to his DJ crib, PF Cutting, his DJ, in East New York, and I seen him drop a 16 bar without writing or anything, you know, just on the spot, just like that, no messing up, one take, and I was like, damn, he did that shit to Chris, no problem. Right. And I was like, yo, this is dope. And then he just started bringing me around places. He took me to Santos' house party before it closed. I think Static Electra had a album release party in there. And I met Joey Badass. I met Young and May. I met all these cats. He taking pictures with me. They like shaking hands. I'm feeling like, yo, I'm in the industry already, you know, from all of that. And I was like, yeah, I could really do this. So rest in peace, Sean P. Greatest mentor, you know, good soul, good dude.
Yeah, rest in peace, man. That's a real hip-hop story. To live in a building with an artist, they give you your name, then you become a songwriter, start making
and
music yourself.
A lot of the gems that he put me onto, you know, before he passed, I still, you know, use them and, you know, see that to this day.
Right. What's something that he taught you that you would share?
Use people before they use you. You know, that's what this whole industry is about. Like, everybody is trying to, you know, get something. Or they trying to, you know, break the next artist, or they trying to, you know, or they trying to use you or see what they could get out of you before, you know. So my whole thing is like, yo, be aware of people, you know, who's being predatory and, you know, such and such like that. Like, you know, if they trying to get something from you, you know, make sure you get something out of them too.
Okay, dope. How would you describe your sound as an artist?
Versatile. You know, I'm a person of many sounds. You know, I could get into the melodic pocket. You know, the lyrical pocket. You know, I could get into a lot. You know, and it's crazy you asked that because I remember I feel like I met you at my release party in Brooklyn for my Life Is Good project.
Yeah, it was in one of the Brooklyn.
It was in Mansion Studios.
Yeah.
And I remember it was a record I was playing. I think it was the intro. It was it was the second song. Me, Myself, and I. And you had stood up and he was like, yo, who is this right here? This song is dope. And I was like, this is me. He was like, oh shit, like this is a hard song. So I could get into different pockets, bro. Like, you know, I don't feel like my music is limited to any demographic or anything like that. It's for everybody.
Fire. Where do you fit, or where does your sound fit among current Brooklyn or New York City artists? Because New York right now we got drill's kind of dying out. Got the slizzy sound is taking over.
You would call it? I would call that the sexy drill sound. You know?
Sexy drill, yeah. I just feel like sexy drill is such a weird name, so I'd rather say slizzy.
I don't know. I don't think I fit in with any lane. I think I got my own lane. You know, because I can't name any artists who sound like me from New York right now. Tell you honest truth. Because there's either somebody on the same slizzy, sexy drill wave, or somebody's on the drill wave. You know, nobody's, you know, trying to do their own thing. You know, and I can name, you know, I don't want to name drop, but I can name, you know, more than a handful of people who came out and who's on that sexy drill wave.
Right.
You know, or who's on that drill wave. They never, like, try to, like, okay, I'm going to be a new artist, let me try something new. They just automatically fell into that box, you know? So I could say, like, I created my own lane for myself, yeah.
How's it being an emerging artist in NYC? Because in New York City, all the resources are here, all the labels, all the A&Rs, but the competition is crazy. So how's it being an emerging artist in New York City?
It's cool. I don't really, yo, competition is like a skinny bitch, man. Nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't see no competition. I'm only in competition with myself. You know, I always try to do better than what I did last. You know? And reason why I say there's no competition because there's not too many, like, any artist that's on, they're not really independent. You know, an artist can be like, yeah, I'm independent, They're not really independent. You know, they may have like a hidden label who's funding them and, you know, who's doing the marketing or something behind that. Or they may be signed to a label deal. So I don't really feel like there's no competition because I'm doing everything, you know, organically and by myself, and they're using a machine. So it's a big difference, you know. I made a way for myself, you know. I'm making money off of my music. I'm touring. I'm consistently putting out music whenever I feel like or whenever I want to. I have a decent fan base, so I feel like it's pretty cool being an emerging artist from New York.
Fire.
Yeah.
And this year, speaking of touring, you dropped 2 of your like bigger songs this year. Solid Grounds with Skyzo.
Yeah.
And then, or Skyzoo, I hope I said that right. And then Make You Smile with
Make You
Billy
Smile,
B.
yeah.
That's what you're actually touring off of, right? That's on.
Yeah. So the Make You Smile record, I had that for maybe like 2 years. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I had that song for like 2 years. And most of my records, I usually have them for a good while. I don't just be putting them out. Because like I told you, I'm independent, so I'll just be trying to have a good rollout and marketing and everything behind these records before I just throw them out. So Make You Smile I had for like a year and a half, 2 years, and I've always been a fan of like Billy B. And I was reaching out to her. For a little while, and I finally got in contact with her. And when I got in contact, we did that record maybe within like a couple days. And we shot the video and got it done, and we put it out. And as soon as I put it out, it just took off, like the video and everything like that. Yeah.
Word. How was it working with Billy B?
It was cool. It was cool.
She just seems like a big personality person. Like,
yeah, I mean, we the same sign. She's a Taurus, so it was dope. You know, to work with somebody with the same sign as me, and she's. I feel like she's just like me. Like, she don't really like to be in the scene. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But when she walk in the room, like, her presence is felt. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool working with her. And she could rap her ass off, yo. That's why I wanted to put her on the record too. Cause I wasn't gonna put the record out unless like it had somebody dope on it. You know, so I was like, yo, Billy B's perfect for this right here.
Right. Is that your most viewed video?
No, it's my third most viewed video. I think my first most viewed video is Heart Froze. Then the second one is Quit Playing with Rocky Fresh.
Okay.
And Make You Smile is, I think, after that. Yeah.
Because Make You Smile is what, over 250K, right?
I think it's at 300 now. Last time I checked, it was almost at 3.
And you dropped that what, February?
March? Yeah, in February. But right. It's actually the fastest growing video of mine, though, I could say.
Right. And you dropped it in February. This year is almost over. And you're still promoting it. Talk about that, because people, even I do that sometimes. Like, you drop something, they promote it for like a week, and then it's like you're on to the next. Nah,
because you gotta remember, like, how much people is in the world? About 7 billion?
A lot, yeah.
So, yeah, it's a lot. Like, what's old to me may be new to somebody else, you know? So every day, a new person can see your video or hear your song. And then, yeah, you just gotta keep pushing your content, bro. Sometimes it may take a year, 2 years, 3 years, for things to really catch. You know what I'm saying? And it may not even be the whole video. It may just be a line or just a word or something. You know, the hook from the song that may catch. So you just gotta keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? Keep pushing.
All right. What about that song you think makes it so popular?
I feel like it's a universal song. Just the hook alone, just the chorus. I just want to be the one that make you smile. You could use that at any time of the year. You know, a season like around the holiday season. You know, Valentine's, or just even January. You could use it. You know, as a pickup line for a girl. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be the one to make you smile. You know, and Billy was rapping her ass off in that song. You know, I did my thing on the song. The video was good. We shot it like right in Brooklyn, Coney Island. Just everything went came together and went well for that song. That's why I feel like it's doing good.
Okay, bet. And this year you did a lot of live performances this year. Which one would you say was your favorite?
Oh, it's so funny. I actually got a new record dropping. This interview probably gonna be out by the time the record's out too. Called Watch Out. Mm-hmm. We just did an acoustic performance with some cats uptown in Yonkers. Mm-hmm. Called Encore Acoustic. That's a dope live performance we did. That shit is fire. I can't wait till that drop. Yeah.
Alright, so be on the lookout for that one, Encore Acoustic. Yeah, I see you did a few this year, so that's your favorite one?
Yeah, I love performing live. I love live performance.
Okay, dope. I want to ask you too. You said 2024 was cool. What do you feel like you have to do, or what's some things you have planned in 2025 to make it better than this year?
Moving out of New York.
Yeah, we did talk about you moving. I didn't know if you want to
moving out of New York. I'm moving to Arizona. But Arizona's only going to be temporary though, because the main goal, if you know, for the people who may know me, the main goal always was to move back to to go back to Africa. You know, where we originally from. I've been to South Africa last year and for a month and a half, and I enjoyed it. And I said, this is where I'm going to be living for the rest of my life. So I feel like Arizona is just like a temporary, stamp, and then I'm gonna head to South Africa. But 2025, I just want to be consistent more with my music. Drop a collab tape with my homie Jab. Drop another album, because I haven't dropped an album probably since like 2 years. Continue to travel the world. Continue to take care of my folks, my parents, and my family. Yeah, that's about it. And just continue to be God's servant. You know what I'm saying?
And my last question, as a songwriter, I know you said before you started making music, you had to make money to make your own music. Yeah. Do you feel like being a songwriter or a ghostwriter is lucrative?
Yeah. Long as you know the business. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing too. Like, I feel like if you wanna get into music, you gotta know that there's just more than music. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole business side to this thing. And if you ain't got your business and together, you're gonna be fucked. You know what I'm saying? Because I had to learn you gotta hire a lawyer for your lawyer. You know what I'm saying? That's how serious this business is. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you may be cool with a person for however long, but that means you employ them as somebody on your team. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes strangers might be your best friend in this game, And don't take nothing personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't take nothing personal, But always keep your head on, because you might have to jack a few people up in this game, for real. Like, because a lot of people will be like, nah, it's just business. Nah, it's business, but it's a principle too. And a lot of people forget the principle of things, So I feel like being a songwriter is pretty lucrative, but always know the business part too. Because you may be excited to write for a certain artist, and then when that record drop, you ain't getting nothing. You know what I'm saying? So always make sure you got all that stuff intact first before, Yeah.
Okay, fine. Well, Kev, I do want to thank you for sitting down with us today.
Appreciate it.
Got a dope interview out the way, man. Appreciate that. And yeah, you guys got to learn a little bit more about the songwriter, someone making music, someone that's done it and that's doing it at a high level. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment, share the video with a friend, and let the people know where they can find you on socials and your music.
KEVTHEPOPE, Kev The Pope, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, Tidal, all of the streaming platforms. Kev The Pope, East New York, Brownsville, Brooklyn. Let's get it.